Welcome to Kitchen Counseling. I'm Chef Tom. I'm your motorcycle riding holistic chef. Now today I'm putting together a little Italian sausage soup. This is a very simple recipe, easy one to throw together. It's great to warm up later, and we're just having a cooking day, doing all kinds of different things. This was one I wanted to throw out there and put it in your repertoire for later, when things start getting cool again, you want to do some soups. But this is really flavorful, really tasty. So we're going to start with the first process. We're going to come back. I'm going to reset everything so we're over the stove top and kind of watch the whole process cook. But right now, just let you give you the recipe here really quick. We're going to do 1 pound of a sweet Italian sausage. We're going to do about 8 strips, which is half a pound or so of bacon. We're going to chop those things all up. We're going to do about 8 tablespoons. So you're looking at probably half a cup maybe of onion. And about 8 cloves of garlic. So you're looking at about maybe 4 teaspoons there. 6 to 8 ounces of spinach, and we're going to throw that all in there. And then we're going to do about a cup of heavy whipping cream and just some salt and pepper. And all that coming together is going to be really nice. We're going to start off by browning and cooking the bacon and the sausage, and then we're going to throw in our onions, and we're going to cook all that for a few minutes, and then we'll start throwing in this other stuff in there. One thing we we have about 4 cups of chicken broth also. Of course, it's a soup, so of course you can have that. So let me go get this set up, and we'll get over on the stovetop, and we'll get that first part going for you, okay? See you in a minute. Bye. All right, we're back. We're at the stovetop. We're ready to start rocking and rolling here. We're going to start by browning our bacon and our Italian sausage. So let's get a rolling. So we got a little pot going on here. We're going to throw everything in this pot, but we're going to start with our bacon. We've just chopped up the strips of bacon into little pieces. There we go. Now we got our pound of Italian sausage. We're going to kind of break that up also as we're working on it here. So we'll get some little smaller pieces there. There we go. As it starts to cook, we'll be able to start breaking it up a little bit more. So that's our first step. We're just throwing the meats in there. We're going to brown them. Once they get browned up, it's going to take us a few minutes. We'll add our onions and our garlic, and then we're going to cook those 4 or 5 minutes just to make them translucent like we do with most of the stuff. Then we'll start throwing the other stuff in. So let me get this browned up, and I'll be back when we're ready to do the next step. All right, see you in a minute. Bye. All right, we are back. Now, we've been browning the sausage and the bacon. You can hear it sizzling there. It's really done, ready to go. We're going to move on to the next step. Do a little look-see here what the pot's looking like right now. Okay, so we got our bacon and our sausage all ready to go. You're going to have a little bit of brown bits in there. And I'm going to, let me get this, there we go, just like that. Let's go ahead and get the next things in there so we can get them cooking. Okay, then we'll turn that down just a little bit here. I'm going to throw in a half a cup of onion and our garlic. And we got 8 cloves of garlic. Ooh, already smells good. Got the Italian sausage cooking in there. You got the garlic and the onions. Alright, I'm going to give it a little look-see here so you get a chance to see where we're at. Okay, so we got our onion, we got our garlic, we got our sausage, and we got our bacon. Alright, so we're going to cook that for 4 or 5 minutes. Just let the onions start to cook down. Like I said, get translucent. We're not trying to brown them or anything like that, so we got it kind of on a medium heat. You can do your meats a couple different ways here. Now, I chopped up the bacon and the sausage I broke up, and I put them all in the pot, and we just did them together. Your bacon's going to be a little bit softer that way. As it cooks up, it's not going to get that real crispiness. It'll get a little bit, but not totally a lot. If you like more crispy bacon, you can do the bacon ahead of time in a skillet, and then break it up into those smaller pieces and put it in your soup. Either way, you're going to have some little brown bits at the end of this process after you've done the meat and the onions and the garlic. So our next step is we're going to throw just a little bit of our broth in there just to kind of get those bits, cleaned up off the bottom of the pan. That's where the real good tasty stuff is. Then we're going to throw in the rest of our broth. And what else we got in here? We're going to throw in some spinach, and then we're going to throw in the heavy cream. So when we get to that part of it, we'll talk about those actual steps. They're very quick. This is not going to take very long to cook. And then we're going to have some soup. All right, so we will be back once the onions and the garlic are at that point. We can add all the other stuff. Be back in a minute. Bye. All right, we're back. It's been about 4 minutes or so. Our onions and our garlic have cooked through. It smells awesome. Let's do a little spin down here while I add a little bit of the broth. Here's our pot. So you can see everything we got going there. It's looking good. So we're going to add just a little bit of broth. I'm going to deglaze this pot just a bit. See all those nice little brown bits coming up there. That's what we're looking for. That's that tasty stuff. I'm going to get all that stuff up into this soup. Yeah. Plus, then it makes the pot a lot easier to clean. Look at that. Okay, and we'll throw in the rest of our broth. Boom, just like that. So we got 4 cups of chicken broth. And we're going to add some spinach in here. So what I got here, some baby spinach, some fresh baby spinach. And if you've worked with spinach, you know that this is going to wilt all up and get really small. We're just going to get it down in the juices, let it start cooking. And this was about 8 ounces of spinach. So I bought, one of those containers you can get in the store. They're like 16-ounce fresh baby spinach. Used about half of it. And I got some spinach for some other things I want to do. So we'll go ahead and get this in here. And we'll let that start to cook. Now, one of the other things I have done with this particular one before is I've just wilted the spinach ahead of time. You can do that on a skillet really simple. You throw it in there, just a little bit of heat on there, and it just wilts down, and you get it all into a very small amount. Then it just throws right into the pot. Really simple. We're going to go ahead and cook this in the broth here and let it cook down. So it might take a couple extra minutes to do it this way. There's no one way you can have to do this one. I mean, that's really, really nice. It's very simple ingredients. And you just kind of put a little bit of time on each one, let it just do its thing. So the last step in this process, and we'll come back and do that, is once we get the spinach all kind of cooked down and everything like that, so we're gonna cook this for, about 15 minutes. By that time, the spinach is going to be cooked down. Everything else is already cooked. So you're just kind of warming up the broth, and you're getting the spinach cooked down so it's not raw. Then you're going to add the cream. We're going to add 1 cup, 8 ounces of a heavy cream, and you're just going to heat it through. You don't want to bring it to a boil at that point. That cream, you just want it to kind of meld everything together. So you want it to heat that cream and get it up to a temperature, but not boil it. So you're just going to get it up to heat, and then that's it. Then you're going to serve the soup. It's done. It's just that quick. So we'll come back when we're ready to add that, and I can show you that last bit of process, and then we'll be ready to sit down and have our soup. All right? See you in a bit. Bye. All right, we're back for the final step. So let's get down here, see what this pot's looking like right now. So we cooked it kind of on a medium high to kind of have it just boiling a little bit, just a little bit of simmer there. You see all the spinach cooked down and wilt down. Now we're going to turn this down a little bit, get below medium. We don't want it boiling at this point because we want to be careful with the cream when we put the cream in. So we're just going to bring it down to where it's just really at that bare simmer, like that. And we're going to go ahead and throw our 8 ounces of heavy cream in here. I'm going to stir that all up. I'm going to get myself a tasting spoon. We're going to taste this now, as it's just we're just kind of warming that cream up. Let's get a piece of that sausage in there. Ooh, it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Not spicy hot, temperature hot. It's good. It needs just a touch of salt, just a little touch of salt, and it's going to be perfect. We're just letting that sit for a minute or two just to kind of warm up, and then the soup is ready and you're ready to serve. Now we did this recipe. This is good for about 4 or 5 people. You can adjust it any way you want, but that's it. Italian sausage soup. Mangia, mangia. All right. We'll see you on down the road. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check us out through KP Media, all the streaming services we got going on there. And remember my 4 F's: family, friends, fun, and food. Things I believe accentuate our lives. Have a good one. Come back and see us again. See you on down the road. Bye-bye.